YouTube? So I'm going to do a review today. This is the Recess Komodo. This is the brand new monometal signature edition signature of Ahmad Charisma from Recess International. And brand new, I think it just came out I got it last week. So it just came out last week sometime. I picked it up on Friday from SW Randall, which is our local store here in Pittsburgh that is a Yo-Yo Factory, base camp, and recess dealer. And they had just gotten these in stock, and I think I bought the first one from them. So was pretty excited about it. Was pretty excited to see it in the case when I got there. Same price there as it is everywhere else. It was $70. Wanted to talk about that before I get into the specs and everything. So Recess is more or less a pretty much, in my opinion, a higher end yo-yo manufacturer. They really only their team is particularly skilled and is particularly decorated. It's not a huge team, but it's a particularly good team, and they are particularly decorated players. Locally, we've got Kai Zizin and John Wolf. John Wolf is a those guys are both local to Pittsburgh. John Wolf is a national 5A champ as of 2016, and Kai wins stuff all the time. He was the regional champ in 2015. He won Las Vegas regionals, and recently both Kai and John won the Virginia States. Kai won for 1A, John won for 5A. So, Recess sponsors some good players, some of them local to Pittsburgh, and another thing Recess does is they are very, their players and are super duper active in the community. Like I said, Kai and John run our local, I've said this before, Kai and John run our local yo-yo club. They're awesome. They're awesome with the kids. They teach the kids. They go to the schools and teach the kids at school. And they run the club every Saturday at SW Randall. And they just do a great job. And, they are the epitome of what I believe professional yo-yo players need to be doing. So hats off to those guys. I don't know if they still watch. I know they have watched before. I don't know if they still watch. But I have a ton of respect for those guys. And wanted to show my, appreciation and respect for Recess. Normally I wouldn't just go out and buy a brand new $70 yo-yo that just came out. But I feel like Recess does a lot of good within the community. Tyler Severance was actually here towards the end of summer, early fall, to kind of put on some yo-yo clinics and go around. And I know he did kind of a tour to do that all around the place. And I just really respect what Recess is doing. So I decided to put my money where my mouth was and pick up a new release from them the week it came out. It also helps that it's a badass yo-yo in a shape that I particularly like. So anyway, sorry for the rather long intro, but let's go ahead and get right into the specs here. So the diameter of this yo-yo is 54 millimeters, and the width is 43.3 millimeters. The gap width is 4.55 millimeters, and it weighs in at 66.6 grams. That's right, 666. The number of the beast, or the Komodo, whatever. Anyway, so standard size C bearing looks like a center track bearing to me. Pretty smooth though, so whatever they're using, they're definitely QCing them and lubing them or cleaning them right or something. It's super smooth, no rattle or issues with that bearing at all. Response is the standard CBC slim pad, 19 millimeters. So it's the slim ones, not the thicker ones. It's the slim pads. So standard CBC 19mm slim pads, designed in the USA, manufactured in China. Like I had said before, the manufactured in China yo-yos that hit like $70 or more than $40 or $50 aren't usually yo-yos that I jump on. But like I said, this came in a nice splash. This only comes in splashes and fades. So for splashes and fades for $70, that's not bad. It's not like, oh man, I got a deal, but it's not bad. And at the same time, really wanted to kind of, show my appreciation for what Recess does and what Recess's players do within the community. And, what better way to do that than to buy a new yo-yo and come on the old YouTube and talk about it. So, let's talk about it a little bit. So first things first, comes in a cool box with a cool sticker on the front of the box. It says Komodo Recess. Now I bought this in a store, didn't buy it from Recess. So I really just got a box with a yo-yo in it, but I just bought it in the store. So it's a box with string and some grass, and that's it. There was a yo-yo in the box, but the yo-yo is right here. So that was it. So I don't know what it's like when you buy it directly from Recess. I don't know, or from Yo-Yo Expert or whatever. I don't know if there's like stickers or something. But for a $70 yo-yo that's made in China, I certainly hope that there's stickers and stuff with it. I know Recess does a really good job with the first base. I think the first base box is great because you get the extra bearing, you got the extra. You get the extra strings in there, and so I really like what they do with the first base unboxing, especially for just being a $20 yo-yo. So I would hope that if you actually order this and don't just pick it up out of a case, because this wasn't even in the box when I bought the yo-yo, like it was in the case, and the box was behind it. I would hope that it comes with more than just a yo-yo in a box. But that's I don't know. So, hey, Recess guys, if you're listening, unboxings are important. And stickers are good. Please give me stickers next time I see you. Thanks, guys. Anyway, so I really dig this yo-yo. It's a lot of fun. It's kind of different. Like, it doesn't look like it's kind of different because it kind of just looks like it's this like sort of rounded over H shape. It's actually very similar. I mean, the specs are all very different, but it's a very similar kind of like shape to the SF yo-yos SF, at least in at least here, because you kind of get the like little rounded over edge here, and then it kind of drops down into a V, and then the other rounded edge. So it kind of works like that, except the walls aren't as high, and it's the diameter is smaller. So it's a rather small. The yo-yo is rather small as far as the diameter is concerned. 54, 55, 56 seems to be pretty standard. So at 54, the diameter is a little bit narrow. It's pretty wide though. It's about as wide as the SF, actually a little bit wider. And for that, so and you get a ton of rim weight here because these rims stick out pretty far and they're pretty thick. So it's pretty stable. It spins a long time, but it's kind of nice and narrow, so you can kind of like. I'm not a big techie player, but you can really get into some like techie chopsticky stuff. If you wanted to, if you're that kind of player. If not, I mean, it's a good yo-yo for everything else too. It's a good all-arounder. That's kind of, I think, sort of what Recess is going for. Like, something a little bit different than anything you have, but something that you can certainly pick up, do all your tricks with. And I got to say, there was no break-in required with this or anything. It was great, straight out of the box. Threw it, first thing, man, this baby's smooth. Regened nice. Just threw it around a little bit in the store before I bought it, and I was like, this is a good yo-yo. Now, my only other thought about this is the cup is very, very similar to the Magic Yo-Yo. I think this is the V3, the Amatoys one. This is the unresponsive one. So tell me in the comments. Is this the V3? Yeah, this is V3, I think. Yeah, definitely. So the cup is very similar to that in my estimation. So it's not exactly the same, but the inner cup looks very similar to the Magic Yo-Yo V3, the Amatoys edition yo-yo. So, I like this yo-yo, and it performs really well. This performs better though. So, yeah, definitely. So anyway, let's give it a chuck, toss it around a little bit, and talk about smoothness and whatnot. I haven't thrown in a couple of hours because I just got back from the doctor's. So, we'll see if I suck or not. So it's definitely super smooth, like kind of a very not reminiscent, but like very similar feeling, super smooth, dead smooth. Very similar feeling to a lot of the CLYW, the new CLYW stuff that I've been able to try. It's in fact, I wouldn't be surprised if it's manufactured in the same facility as the CLYW stuff. So, I wouldn't be surprised if it's manufactured in the same factory as the CLYW stuff. So let's, I don't know if I even popped this apart yet. Let's pop this baby apart, because I don't know if you saw that, but I dropped my green triangle and I totally threw it into a knot anyway. So, as you can see here, we got the standard CBC slim pads there. They're kind of clear, so that's cool. They look good. Match the kind of like blue and silver splash there. So, yeah, everything came apart nice and smooth. Didn't stick, didn't squeak or anything. The standard center track bearing spins good. Looks like a center track bearing. You can see there. So I don't know if it's the same. It's probably the same, the CBC one. It looks like it. Some pads there. Little axle there. Click that back in its hole. And I'll show you how it goes back together. Hopefully nice and smooth. I don't think I've taken this apart yet. Yeah. Alright. Not exactly like a one drop, but it goes back together just fine. Tighten her up there. And yeah. So I'll try to get some better tricks on the intro. Sorry, I haven't, like I said, I haven't thrown in a few hours. I just got home from the doctor's. I wanted to film this part of the review before it got dark outside because lighting is better. So anyway, guys, like and subscribe. Tell me what you think about it in the comments. Did anybody else pick up one of these? I'm really enjoying this. It's not something I would usually buy right out of the gate, but I'm pretty happy that I did. I think Recess is a good company. I think they do good stuff. I think they do good stuff within the community, and I think their team is awesome. So anyway, guys, tell me about what you think in the comments. Like and subscribe to this channel. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Really appreciate everybody, taking their time to watch me ramble on about yo-yos and stuff. So, cheers to you guys, and I'll see you next time.